Welcome back everyone and welcome to a new video. The end of the year is nearing and I decided to make a top 10 list of the best Pokemon cards of this year. Couple of disclaimers. Yeah, this is my own opinion. There is nothing like the best Pokemon card except for competitive reasons, but this is more of the collecting side. There has been a lot of amazing cards released this year. And it was very hard to compile a list, reflecting back what they all released this year. And but these 10 cards, I enjoyed the most this year. And I think I'll just start right away. First, yes, Kurimitsu Pikachu. Kurimitsu, since the start of VMAX Climax, this artist I think has been one of the best additions to the illustrator scene for Pokemon trading card game, and it's so vibrant colors, and this Pikachu looks so happy. You know, when I saw this, I my heart melted. It's so cute, and this is a style I think only Kurimitsu can pull off with Pikachu. Really like this card. And yeah, I hope to see more from Kurimitsu the next generation, next year. Let's see what will. But again, look at this card. It's just so happy, so vibrant and colorful. Very nice card, I have to say. And I think many people will agree with this as well. Amazing card. Up next, yes, Extra Battle Day Money. This was revealed, I think, last week even, very recently. But I had to pick a card that I like this year, and this Marnie looks super nice. Marnie is painting her nails black, and I think which is part of her characteristic. Really like this card. I can't wait to receive it in my hands. Really like this card. And yeah, this is a nice, parting gift for Marnie, because this may be very well her very last card in this form. So we will see what they'll do. No full art like the Lily Extra Battle Day, which is like I think $10,000 or something like that today, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, this one will be somewhat more affordable. Really like it. And last goodbye to Marnie. Nice one. Yes. Up next is Origin Form Dialga V. And I think that the art speaks for itself. However, just this digital image doesn't give this card full justice. When you see it in hand, the ripple effect with texturing pops out the card way more. You see all the sun rays here, and it's just time control and everything. I think it looks absolutely stunning. I think it's a masterpiece by Mitsuhiro Arita, and I think in this card he surpassed himself, I have to say. Again, my opinion is a card. The artwork of card is 1, the texturing is 2. 2 elements, make, in my opinion, a special art card. And this one, along with Omeo VMAX from EV Heroes, this one also is just in that tier of complete looking cards. The art is there and the texturing is there. Fabulous card. Really like this card. And I'm glad to have it in my collection. Up next, another Pikachu. Of course, I had to include this character rare Pikachu with Akari. And yeah, the Hisubi theme this year was very nice. And I enjoyed Pokemon Arceus Legends. And I think many people did. And looking back now, we had a very nice game compared to Scarlet and Violet, in my opinion. Yeah, and just this card just breathed out a character rare. You see the trainer holding, sleeping with Pikachu planting its foot in her face. I think this is a beautiful card, and the character rare are meant for this, and this is why I personally like the character rares over the AR cards, the art rare cards from V-Star Universe. and upcoming Crown Zenith. This card is just fantastic. I would dare to say this is my favorite character rare of all time so far released. But I think it is, honestly. This card is so special, so nice, I have to say. Done by Atsushi Furusawa. Very nice card. More Pikachu, yes. Also more recent. This is the Patches Collection box. And I think this card, it sums up the competitive Hall of Fame of 2020, 2021, and 2022, the beginning, with the Hisuian Zoroark V-Star in there. Yeah, the only thing that would have made this card a complete card is to include Lugia V-Star in there. They knew probably at that time the Lugia V-Star was coming, and they should have kept this card, in my opinion, as a surprise till the very end to see Lugia V-Star included. But honestly speaking, yeah, this sums up the generation of Sword and Shield. Amazing card. Yo Iberi, also fantastic card. And like I said, this card is, when you see it in hand, it is a beautiful card. Just like the Origin Dialga V-Star, V Special Art, excuse me. This card, just absolutely beautiful with texturing. Very luxury looking card as well, if that's a term. But really like this card. Up next, you may be a little bit surprised. The ones that know me longer should not be surprised. Bronzor, released this year. And this card, and that's the whole thing with Tomokazu Kumiya. I'm a big fan of his style, but what he really is good in is showing Pokemon in their element. He illustrates Pokemon in such a way that it almost matches the Pokédex. And in this card, there's so much happening. When I zoom in a little bit, you see the children running, and this one is scared, and this one is hiding behind a rock. And here you see like a pyramid lighting up. I know it looks like Illuminati stuff. But yeah, when you dive into Bronzor's Pokédex, you can read it here. Here, this is somewhat. I will read out the latest one. They are found in ancient tombs. The patterns on their backs are said to be imbued with mysterious power. And as called, ancient people believed the pattern on Bronzor's back contained a mysterious power. And that's the whole thing about Bronzor. Such a mysterious Pokemon. What is on his back? Can you see into the future? Why is it lighting up here? Why are these children running away? And this is the case with Tomokazu Kumiya. The more you look at his illustrations, the more the more you'll discover. And I really like that. And I think this year he also excelled, evolved in giving more detail in his illustrations. I spoke to him this year about it as well. I said, hey, I can tell you are putting more effort into making cards more detailed, with this whole, you see the old kids and this and that. And he said, yeah, he said to me, and I'm looking at these modern illustrators that are making too much detailed illustrations, and for some reason he said he was also passively going into that trend of keeping up with the modern illustrations. But it's a nice thought. However, this card is just fantastic. Is in my top 10 easily. Really enjoy this card. So mysterious. What is actually happening? Very nice card. And this comes as no surprise. Giratina V Special Art by Shinji Kanda. Yeah, what do I have to say about Shinji Kanda? I think also just like Tomokazu Kumiya, I think super distinctive style. I've never seen a style like this. on a Pokemon card, and the way Kanda Sensei has illustrated this, I think this is the distortion world. It is just otherworldly, I have to say. I'm not the biggest fan of his style in general. However, this card is just, you know, otherworldly. I do not have it myself. I found it a little bit too expensive for myself. Not a huge fan of Giratina myself, but I think this is easily in the top 10 of my list, honestly speaking. And the more you look into it, the more you see of the artwork. And in this case, I would have loved to see the full artwork without the text. Hope they do an art book sometime in the future, including this special art. Very nice card. Up to number 7, yes. Ho-Oh-V. And the regular version as well. And yeah, this is done by Akira Egawa. It's among my top artists, and she really excelled this generation as well. I mean, look at this card. Who needs a special art version, which is much more difficult to pull from a box? If you have, when you have this is easily just as nice as a special art. If not, I think the person that would have done the special art would have felt very pressured, or this is just something else. This is I think the best Ho-Oh card I've ever seen as a collector myself. It's just beautiful. If Ho-Oh would get a special art, I would have loved it to see in the burnt tower or something like that, looking down upon the Suicune Ho-Oh and as Entei and Raikou. But yeah, this is just one of the best cards this year, and maybe the generation as well. And I think the counterpart, yes, you had it coming. I'm a big Lugia fan, and this card by Kawayo is just amazing. And I've seen people saying this card is not as exciting, but I think the people who have not seen this card, Japanese version, yes, have not seen the Japanese version in hand, cannot judge. I have to say, this card is just fabulous in hand. The Japanese version is just, I swear, I've never seen such a nice special art before. The whole, how do I say it? This part here with the wave is beautifully textured, and then the lightning also has its own lines. When the foil hits in a certain light, it will flare up. I think it's just a beautiful card. And you see this fisherman or whatever it is looking down upon huge big Lugia. I think it looks really legendary, and that's the whole thing about this card. You will notice, this is not an ordinary Pokemon. This is a legendary Pokemon. It almost gives me the same feeling with the Aquapolis Lugia, Crystal Lugia, and I think it really, really is among the top. And now you wonder, what is my top card of this year? Yeah. What do I have to say? I will just stay silent, and I let the art speak for itself. Honestly, I think this is the best card of the whole generation of Sword and Shield. I was talking about Mitsuhiro Arita evolving this generation with the Pokemon cards, with Origin Dialga V special art, and then this happened. This card is just, I want to say, better than a special art, and that's saying something. Yeah, everyone that has seen this card online has praised this Lugia, and I can blame them. Look at this card; it looks so aggressive from the diving from the seas, deep from the seas, And this card is just the best card I've seen in the Sword and Shield generation. I almost want to say the past 5 years. It's such a cheap card, you can get it. Art is fantastic. Even the embossing here, you see some of the water spatters also plays nicely with the artwork. This is downright the winner, in my opinion, of 2022, if not the whole Sword and Shield generation. And with this, I ended this video. If you like this kind of video, like, comment, subscribe. And what is your top 10 list? Let me know in the comments down below. Have a nice day. Goodbye.